Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wrestler Pit Podcast. I am your host. You can call me Shane or you can call me Punch. You know what I mean? For those that don't know, I do music also. So that's why they call me Punch. I will have music coming out soon, but I also got artists that's about to drop some music too. I will let y'all know that later on in the next video. Don't mind my hair today because I'm about to get this stuff chopped off. I'm lazy, I work hard, so don't talk about my bald spot, people. Be nice in the comments, okay? All right, we're gonna turn this off today. We're gonna get into some wrestling. All right. So, we're going to talk about AEW and Aew Issues. Oh boy, this is going to be, grab your popcorns, grab your soda, whatever you feel like sipping on. And today we're going to talk about AEW and Aew goddamn issues. So, AEW and Aew Issues. Where do we start? Do we start with Tony Khan? Do we start with wrestlers? Do we start with the booking? Well, if you start with the booking, you gotta start with the dweeb, which is Tony Khan. Tony Khan, we holla at you. All right. I've been seeing people posting pictures about the half empty arena. Pardon me, the half empty arena. The viewerships and all that stuff. And I think AEW has a problem with that. And I think the problem is I don't think it's the talent. I don't think it's the wrestlers. I don't think it's the talent. I think it comes down to booking, lack of stories, and your boss actually being the boss instead of trying to be one of the boys. Somebody else tried to be one of the boys back in WCW, and yeah, that didn't turn out good. So, I'm not going to name like 10 reasons, but we're just going to go through it. We're just going to go through my opinion. This is my opinion, people. This is just my opinion. And I understand people got a lot more opinions and a lot more things to say, but this is just my opinion. Tony Khan is the biggest issue of his company. And I'm going to just be honest. His booking has been bad. And it's been bad to the point where nobody is getting interested because you're not making nobody interesting. So you're not making nobody interested into watching the product itself. Your booking is poor. And I mean, to the point where I think you just sit in the back and you just put matches together. Like, oh yeah, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. And for all you AEW people that's trying to find stories, there's some stories in there. I'm not trying to say all the booking is bad because you got the world champion Samoa Joe and Swerve. Swerve wants to be world champion. He wants to be the first black AEW world champion. And for anybody that got racist comments, don't even bother commenting on here. So take that bullshit somewhere else. Just be not with that. You're not with no racist and all of that. I don't give a damn what skin color you are or any of that. If you're a great talent, you're a great talent. And Swerve is a great talent. And I hope Swerve do be world champion. The Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson match for Dynasty, because I know the Samoa Joe and Swerve match is also for Dynasty. So, it's a story in there. You know what I mean? With the Brian Danielson and Will Ospreay. Basically, their story is I'm the best. I'm the best wrestler. That's all you need because they're going to tell it in the ring. You don't need a build up for this. You could cut couple promos, whatever the case may be. You can even get interact with each other. Like, dude, listen, you don't need Will Ospreay competing like that. You don't need Brian Danielson competing like that. You don't. You really don't. Especially for Brian Danielson, because he gets hurt, and then we don't got a match. You know what I'm saying? So I seen that tonight they got Brian Danielson against Lance Archer, or whatever his name is, which we ain't seen since Revolution, and then before that, God knows how long. Like, um, then you got the old Tony Storm thing. I like that. That's cool. That's getting over. Um, a lot of people was talking about Mercedes Moné. I'm gonna get to that later. Uh, Okada also. I'm gonna get to that later. Um, and I think what they can do to fix this AEW issue. Now, understand this is my opinions, so leave whatever y'all want in the comments. You know what I mean? Just be nice about it. Talk to me nice. Um, Tony Khan needs to learn how to be a boss instead of trying to be one of the boys. That's just coming down to it. And Tony Khan needs some writers. Scott D'Amore will be perfect for AEW. Scott D'Amore would be awesome. Here's a man that turned TNA from bullshit to actually a watchable product. So I don't know why they fired him, and yet we still ain't got a real superb reason of why they fired that man. But hey, that's ain't my business. Um, but Scott D'Amore would be perfect for AEW as far as writing and stuff like that. You need somebody that's going to actually take charge, and Tony Khan's not that guy. Tony Khan don't fit that boss material. He's a nice guy, and I'm pretty sure he's a wonderful guy. He'll give you a chance and see what you could do in the ring, and cool. But there's times where you gotta man up and become a boss. And for all the people that's saying, "Oh well, Tony Khan said he will never cut nobody from AEW," which he did say that, by the way. He said, "I ain't that other guy from the other company. Y'all know his name. I ain't him, so I'm not gonna cut fire my superstars," which you fired your superstars. So let's not be a hypocrite here. And the reason why you did that is because of probably two reasons. One, you're not profiting off of them. Off of the wrestlers that you letting go, they haven't been used. They not over with the crowd. They not even getting booze with the crowd or anything like that, and you're not making no money off of them. So yeah, they gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So for the people that's like, oh well, it's kind of slimy that they will do that on a night, was quiet at Raw. And I'm like, yeah, that's a bit slimy, but at the same time, it's business. And besides, the people that AEW let go, when have we ever seen them on TV? Maybe once? I don't know, twice, maybe at the most. Like, come on, like, what are we talking about? Y'all, some of y'all wrestling fans is bamboozled sometimes because Tony Khan gotta cut that roster down. Because if you're not using these people, why are you still holding them? There's no need for them to be here. You wasted money paying these guys where they could do something else in their lives. You know what I'm saying? You wasted money. Oh, pardon me. And You lost one of your biggest draws, which is CM Punk. You lost one of your biggest draws because of some dumb shit, and now you mad at the person in Jack Perry because you lost your biggest draw. You lost CM Punk. I don't understand. This is what I mean by him needing to be a boss. Yo, Punk is my draw. Y'all not doing numbers like this man is bringing me right now. So we're going to come to a compromise. Let's sit down. Let's talk about it. Let's come to agreement and let's work on it. That's what a real boss do. You know what I mean? They sit down and they try to solve the problem. You talk like men. You know what I'm saying? Y'all grown men. You talk like men. Women too. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got a problem, you know what I mean? Y'all talk it out. That's business. Of course, there's gonna be some hotheads in the business and young people that's just hungry and they want to do what they feel like they want to do what they want. Nah, man, that's not how the wrestling business works. So Tony Khan needs to pick up a sack of balls and start becoming a boss here. And you need to hire some writers. Scott Demore would be perfect. You need to get that man on the team. Secondly, his booking is trash, man. It's not consent. It's not consent enough to where fans can get glued to the wrestler, right? Like I seen it in the women's division, like Willow, uh, like Willow Nightingale. Why is she not being pushed as the top babyface? She should have been before Mercedes Moné came in the picture. She should have been was getting pushed as your top babyface. Statlander will make a badass heel. There's just something about it that heel character will work. The women's division is I'm starting to see progress. I'm starting to see growth. Julia Hart with the TBS championship, she's improving. Sky Blue, which we still didn't get a reason why she joined Julia Hart. I still need that confirmed of like why that happened. You see what I mean though? We not getting that. We just got, oh well, yeah, it's a tag match. It's gonna be Sky Blue and Julia Hart versus so and so, and you see Sky Blue and Julia Hart leaving when just a week or so ago, Sky Blue, when Julia Hart came in the ring, I think to confront somebody, yeah, and then Sky Blue went on the side of Willow Nightingale and Statlander. You see the inconsistency we talking about here? You see what I mean? Like that shit sounds stupid because now Sky Blue just out of the blue came a hill and you like, wait, how? I don't think Tony Khan knows heels and faces. I just think Tony Khan knows we're gonna put two men in the ring, two women in the ring, and they're just gonna fight. That's it. It was a match that Chris Jericho had with a wrestler from CMLL. If hopefully I said that right. Um, Now the commentaries tried to explain like it was history with Jericho and the dude that Jericho was going against his father. It was kind of like history there and whatever. Dude, just show a video package. Okay, who's the wrestler? Who's related to? Why was this match pushed as a big deal? You know what I'm saying? And whatever the case may be, the commentaries try to explain it the best way they can, but it was like for a person that's watching it at home, dude, we like Vision. Just show us the package. Unless, of course, you're blind and you got it here. Even to a person that's blind, they got it here, they would still be confused. They'd be sitting there like, huh? You know what I'm saying? To a deaf person, if they would have seen the program, they probably would have, huh? It it's bad to where um you don't show any video package of who these wrestlers are. I could give one thing to Mercedes Monet, and like I said, I'll get to her later. But this kind of summers the point. On her second promo, she said, "Hey, for some people that don't know me, this is Mercedes Monet," and they had a package of her. We just need something to clarify who some of these wrestlers are, because sometimes people don't know who the hell these wrestlers are. I think that's an easy solution that could be easily fixed. If we don't know who these wrestlers are, yo, just show a little video package of what they done, and then at least we can say, oh, okay, let's see what he brings to the table. He might be good. This ain't back in the day where WCW or WWE, well, it was WWF or WWE, where they brung out random dudes and just had a match, and you can get away with it because there wasn't no internet or anything wasn't like the internet stuff wasn't popping like it is today. So you had to kind of like, oh well, who's this guy? You had to build that person just off of the crowd's reaction. That's like when Raven first came on the scene. I'm like, yo, who's Raven? You know what I mean? And then like, cause remember, you didn't really have internet or nothing, so you really had to like do some digging to find out who Raven was. See what I mean? But after a while, I started to like Raven because some about me got me attached to Raven as a wrestler and the character and the whole his crew, especially Sick Boy, and all that. But y'all kind of get what I'm saying here. Like it's not like that now. Everybody always want to know. They always want to know, and that's the part you got to deliver the most. They want to know. They want to know who this guy is. We shouldn't have to Google who that person is. We should get at least a 15-second or 20-second video package of who that wrestler is. Then we could Google and if we want to watch his matches and whatever after, cool. So presenting wrestlers is the number one thing, especially in like in the United States. You got an American audience, dude. You on TV. You're on national TV. Nobody knows who half of these wrestlers are unless you are a diehard indie wrestling fan. I'm talking about you wrestling. You a wrestling fiend, but for not, it's not everybody's gonna know who some of these wrestlers are. So you need to work on that, man. And then there's the booking. I mean, I could go on and on about that, but that comes down to Tony Khan need writers. You need writers. You need somebody that knows wrestling. You need somebody like a Scott Demore. You need somebody that knows wrestling. Okay, you know this, and this, and then we're gonna do this, this. You know what I'm saying? Split the goddamn rosters. Dynamite is your A show, so of course you need your flagship players on that show. You need your MJFs, your Adam Coles, your your John Moxley, your Mercedes Monet, maybe Willow Nightingale, Statler, you Britt Baker, um, Samoa Joe, Swerve. You need your A+ players on Dynamite. For Collision, you can put people like Brian Daniels over there, Eddie Kingston over there, Okada over there, people like Sky Blue, Julia Hart, Orange Cassidy. Y'all get the drift. AEW needs to do a brand split. Ring of Honor can be the NXT. And, it can be the NXT, which I think Ring of Honor is doing solid. But again, when you got a booker that's booking all these shows, it's just, eh. Um, yeah, you need a brand split, and at least that way, when the titles are split, the titles can mean more because now it's not looking like it's one show with all these belts. You know what I'm saying? You got two shows now. Take out Rampage. Just take that shit out of the equation. But you got two shows where now the titles are separated. Now the titles mean something. You just, oh, there's the Continental Champion. Oh, there's the International Champion. Oh, there's the Trios Champion. Oh, there's the Ring of Honor Trios Champion. You know what I mean? Like Ring of Honor belts should not be mixed with Dynamite. And Ring of Honor wrestlers should not be in Dynamite. Dynamite wrestlers should not be holding Ring of Honor Trios belts or the Ring of Honor World Championship. They shouldn't. Why? Like, if you want to give it to the Briscoe brother, cool. He can go to Ring of Honor. That was his livelihood anyway. Not that he'll be perfect down there. And I'm okay with that. You need a brand split. You need a WWE draft. That's what you need. You need a brand split. You need to chop this roster down. And you need to separate the belts on each show. That way the belts can mean something. That way these wrestlers will have more time to tell their story. And some of these wrestlers can get used. Now for the wrestlers that's not getting used, yes, they gotta go. They gotta go. And that's no disrespect, but some of the wrestlers gotta go. Now, if you gotta call an audible or whatever, you got a wrestler, a backup wrestler for this, and this, things happen. That's cool. Now, if they're not getting used on a regular basis, then you got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Um, Storytelling is very important. People like drama. People like drama. And don't get me wrong, people like banger matches. And I love a banger match. If it's good, it's good. But I also like storytelling. I also like drama in my wrestling. I like when The Rock caused drama by talking a bunch of on promos. It's great TV. It's great stuff. It make people tune in. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, AEW. I want to see AEW win. I want to see AEW succeed to the highest expectations. They got the talent. They got it all, man. They just got to get rid of the. You got to get rid of and start creating. You got to get rid of the bullshit. And I'm sorry, but Tony Khan, you're the bullshit. Like, You the bullshit. Listen, I'm great that it is another company in AEW because it made WWE definitely step up their game. Let's be real. Let's be honest. It did. It made WWE step up their shit. Now, is WWE perfect? No, not by a long shot. They still got things they got to work on as well. But it's wrestling, people. It's entertainment at the end of the day. But for Tony Khan, he's gonna lose a lot if he don't fix them type of issues. You gotta start fixing them issues, man. You gotta start fixing them quick. And for the people that's talking about Okada and what he got paid and whatever the case may be, is he worth that money? I don't know. I can't say. Is he a draw? Who knows? You gotta understand, they coming from Japan to a national TV show. And if you don't present these dudes right, nobody's gonna know who they are. Unless, again, you a die-hard wrestling fan. But for some people, they don't know who Okada is. Some people, they don't know who Will Ospreay is. But when they show that little video package of Will Ospreay and they show their package of Okada, now we know substance of who they are. Now we got a clue of, oh, all right, bet I know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Now we can get invested into them because we got a little bit of knowledge of who they are. Now we can Google them. Now we want to see them every week. You know what I mean? Now you're getting invested into the wrestler. You can't just throw people out there and expect people to know who the fuck they are. That's not how that works. Especially here in the United States, that's not how that shit works. It don't work that way. You can't just throw somebody unknown in the woods. You like, yo, who is this guy? Like, we don't know him. And then the commentators, they be trying to. Sometimes I notice they be trying to explain the best way they can. That's like when the Dark Order debuted. That was horrible because nobody know who they was. Absolutely nobody. Nobody know who these guys was, bro. Nobody. It wasn't a video package showing who these guys was. It wasn't nothing to where who these guys even came from or anything. They just appeared on a random dynamite, and we like, yo, what? Who is these guys? You know what I'm saying? And we didn't even get no explanation. We didn't get no, yeah, I'm so and so, and I'm this. Or maybe we did, I missed it. I don't know. Write in the comments if I'm tripping. Um, but yeah, man, AEW, man, it's a problem. It's really a problem. And the things I said, they definitely got to fix the most. Now to Mercedes Moné. And for people that's complaining, oh, why she didn't go to WWE, y'all know why she didn't go to WWE. Because if money wise, it made sense. And she get to keep her stuff, and she get to do basically whatever she want. I go to that side too. And I only wrestle what once a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm on that side too. I ain't gotta be on TV every week, 365. Uh, 200 and something days a week. Nah, I gotta compete one time a week, or maybe two on the pay, or two if I'm on the pay-per-view card. That was a no-brainer. You know what I mean? And the money was fat. So there, But for people that saying that she's a draw, y'all need to stop. Mercedes Monet is not the draw unless she starts competing. She can't just come out there CEO, CEO every week and just cut promos. At some point, she gotta compete, unless they waiting for Willow Nightingale to be TBS champion. Then we actually gonna get that. And Mercedes Monet needs to be a heel. She's better as a heel. Her whole persona speaks heel work. What? Come on, man. But um, I think her coming to AEW kind of helped this women's division a little bit. And let me explain why. Because when Big Business, the women main evented, and they had time to actually tell a story in the ring. When the last time we seen that from AEW? Unless it was the women's championship on Dynamite. When the last time we seen that? When the last time we seen a fatal four way with women for a number one contender shot at the belt? No, I haven't. And they got time that week. Well, I think they matched went on for like 16, 17 minutes. Now it's like, oh, so Tony Khan can actually put these women on if he wants to. Hmm, interesting. Interesting. Hmm. Okay, Tony, we know what you want. So I don't think Mercedes Monet I don't think Mercedes Monet is arrogant or selfish. I see some people say that, and I'm like, nah, she's not that. I think she really is helping this women's division for real, and I think she's really like putting the pieces together for this women's division, so that way this women's division can grow. I really think she's doing that, and I'm starting to see it a little bit. Ah, pardon me, y'all. So yeah, man, I just think AEW man needs to it is it's a lot of things that needs to be fixed. Pardon me, y'all. Pardon me one more time. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that was my mother. She had surgery this afternoon, so everybody please pray for her. Please pray for my mother. Um, but yeah, man, that's my thing with Tony Khan. He gotta be a boss. He gotta grow up and he gotta be a boss. And he gotta get out of that shell. He gotta get out of that I wanna be friends and start being a boss. Um I know CM Punk said in this interview or whatever the case may be. I know people was down shaming Punk for whatever reason, but I think Punk is right the whole time in that interview. Like now I know probably some things he said was kind of hypocritical or whatever the case may be to some people. But I think everything that Punk said in that interview about AEW was kind of right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, we may not be there, whatever the case may be, but when we get these reports or whatever, all these wrestling content creators and everything else, man, we all put in our 2 cents, man. We all try to connect the dots and everything else like that, man. So that's just us. That's what we do. Um, but I feel like CM Punk was right, especially about the whole Jack Perry thing. I mean, you want to hit a rented car with a pipe. That was okay. Whatever the case may be, um, and whatever the case may be with that. But yeah, I think I don't see nothing wrong what Punk was saying about AEW because you starting to see it unfold. You know what I'm saying? Like you starting to see it crumbling in your face. You know what I mean? And it's not just Punk that was saying like it been locker room issues. A lot of people has been speaking out about it. You know, these ain't just rumors. These are actually for real. You know what I'm saying? So, Tony Khan, you gotta boss up, bro. You gotta be a man, yo. You running a business, and sometimes, man, you got to stand up. You running a $1 million business or billion, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I want AEW to win, but they're not going to win if Tony Khan don't change his ways. And the biggest important thing I'm gonna say is stop worrying about WWE. Let's stop that for a second, please. Let's stop the whole comparison AEW WWE. Let's stop all that shit. AEW needs to focus on AEW and how can we get AEW off the ground and in the eyes and in the faces of more people. How do we do that? For one, be a boss. Get a sack of balls and stop being like a you know what and grow up, man. It's time. It's time for that, bro. It's time. It's time to put your boss pants on and be like, you know what? I got to take control of my show. Number two, hire some writers. You need help. You need help, bro, because your booking is trash. Hire some writers. Scott Demore, I'm just saying. Please save that company. I thought that's what we was getting with William Regal when he came on at first. When he came to AEW, I was like, oh, so we're gonna get William Regal to write the show. That was in my mind. I was like, oh, okay. Bet. Bet. The stuff he did in NXT and the stuff he did behind the scenes as far as writing and all that, William Regal was awesome. Now we come to find out Scott Demore got fired, which we still don't know the real reason why. But that's another guy that took TNA from a mediocre wrestling promotion and turned it into a watchable product over the years. That's another one that will be a good writer for your show. And if he got a writing team that's around him, it'll work perfectly. Number three, your young bucks, your EVPs, they cannot be dudes in charge and wrestle. Because then the fans think every time the Bucks is in something, the Bucks is winning it. Even though they haven't really done that yet, which they haven't. Let's keep it a bean. They have put over some tag teams, so I'm not going to be all the way there. But it's just that thought of oh well they the EVPs they the guys in charge, man. I mean they gonna win this tag team tournament, which I don't understand why they just didn't win it at Revolution, but Sting wanted to lose it and put the Bucks over, but they told Sting no, this was Sting's night, and Sting went out like the hero, which that's love and respect. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, whatever. You can't do nothing with that. That's just love and respect. But I'm gonna close this out because I'm gonna be back on here with my boy. We're gonna go live. So this is your boy Shane Punch, whatever you want to call me. Please like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell for when we post new videos and new content. Please, y'all, we trying to get to 100 subscribers right now. That's our little short goal. You know what I mean? Then we trying to reach to 200 subscribers. Please show love if you're a wrestling fan and everything else like that, man. I really appreciate y'all support. I appreciate y'all love. and you know, everything else like that. Also, follow us on Instagram, Wrestling Put Podcast. That's the Instagram name. You can follow me on TikTok. I post stuff on there. At Wrestling Pit Podcast. You can find me there as well. Um, Anything else like that. Also, before I go, I do music as well. I got a couple artists that does music as well. One of my artists, he got a single out right now. It's called Beef and Broccoli. It's featuring myself and my other boy, Mugga. That's his rap name. Look up my boy Don Lucky. That's DonLucky. Don Lucky. DonLucky. And it's on all platforms. So, you know what I mean? Check that out too. It's called Beef and Broccoli. Also, I got another artist by the name of Tilo. She will be getting in the studio sometime, I think in like 2 to 3 weeks from now. She got a couple bangers that she's coming out with. My record label is called No Regrets. I am one of the founders of No Regrets. So yeah, man. You know what I mean? You can check out the single. I appreciate it. And everything else like that, man. It's out on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever y'all get y'all music from. Just type Don Lucky Beef and Broccoli, and it'll come right up. You know what I'm saying? Got the little Chinese box and all that. So, you know, again, that's Don Lucky, featuring me, your boy Punch, and my boy Mugga. Also, I got another artist, Tilo. She's, like I said, going to the studio. She's going to drop. She's coming out with a couple singles pretty soon. And I'm working on some stuff too as well. Also, I'm also in the talks with a couple people about the Wrestling Pit Podcast merch. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for that. I'm going to be pretty soon doing a giveaway once we reach to a certain amount of subscribers. So, but the goal right now is to reach to 100 subscribers, and then I will be doing like small giveaways if we reach to a certain amount of, you know, subscribers. After we reach to 100 subscribers, I will personally be doing giveaways. So make sure y'all look out for that. It's gonna be prizes. It's gonna be little small things, you know, little money or whatever. Maybe a Wrestling Pit Podcast T-shirt or whatever the case may be. So make sure y'all look out for that as well. Everything is in the works, y'all. Please be patient with me. And I appreciate y'all love, and I appreciate y'all support. Again, subscribe to Wrestling Pit Podcast on YouTube. Wrestling Pit Podcast on Instagram. That's Wrestling_Pit_podcast. So make sure y'all, you know, put that underscore in between Pit and Pod, you know, Wrestling_Pit_podcast. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me at TikTok at Wrestling Pit Podcast. That is my TikTok, so you can follow me on there. Pardon me. So, again, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for any Wrestling Pit Podcast news, updates. Also, we come on here, man, we talk wrestling, we have fun. You know, whatever you see is what you get. It's all fun. And don't make fun of my hair, people. I'm going to get a cut, okay? Don't do it. Tear. I've been lazy. Very lazy. But I'm making a cut, though, man. I've been working my ass off. So I'm definitely going to get a cut before this weekend. Very excited for Sunday. I am going to WrestleMania. Hopefully, if my mom is all right, I should be going to Stand to Deliver, WrestleMania, Saturday. Hopefully, again, if my mom is all right. If not, I don't know. If not, I'm definitely going to Sunday. So either way, it's gonna be fun, regardless of what happens, But my mom just had surgery, so I'm really praying for her right now and everything else like that. So some things just happens for a reason, people. It be like that. It's just life. But it's your boy Shane Punch. Make sure y'all please, man, check out the music, man. Also, man, Don Lucky, Beef and Brock, the single, man, I joined hard. Like I said, I got my other artist Tilo. She's about to come out soon, and I'm in the works for some new music as well. But if you do want to check me out on Spotify and then whatever, you can just type in Punchline, the man, and then it'll show you a few of my joints as well. The production was kind of bad at the time we was recording in the house and everything else like that. But hey, it was still good music though. But I got some new joints that I'm working on. I've been in the actual studio. So it be like that sometimes. Wrestling Pit Podcast. Also check out my label, No Regrets. Don Lucky, Beef and Brock, that's a single that's out right now. Wrestling Pit Podcast, please like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, man. Until the next video. Oh, thank you. Nah, peace.